purchasing the goods. From the job board, you can see that the job that we're working on, Global Tech, is at 0% for goods ordered. We want to order the products, and there are several ways to do that. From the job board, we can click on the action button and say Create PO, and it will generate a purchase order just for this job. Also from the job board, we can click the drop down next to the new order option and create purchase orders in a consolidated method for all open jobs. Allow me to show you how to use the task board as well for purchasing. In the upper right hand corner, click on the icon that has the little 3 stars popping out, which is the shortcut icon, and click on the task option. From the task view, if you're on the goods tab, you can now see goods that need to be ordered, goods that need to come in still, goods that will be late, and customer goods that are due to arrive. If we go back to the Order These Goods option and scroll to the bottom, we can find our Global Tech order, and we can click the action button to create the purchase order. Or once again, there's an option to create the purchase order for a consolidated option, meaning if I click Create PO up here, it will then do a consolidated purchase order for all the jobs here. So if this order here, this order here, this order, and the Global Tech order all have product from Sanmar, I can combine that purchase order. For this demo, we're going to actually purchase product just for the Global Tech order. I'm going to click on the action button and I'll click on Create Purchase Order. All I have to do is click on Sanmar and it'll expand the options for all the items that I have to purchase for the Global Tech order. I can see that I need 12 bark colored K500s in size small, 24 medium, 24 large, 12 extra large. I can also see the total value of the order I'm getting ready to place, and I can see based on my notes on the supplier's account that I can get free shipping over $200 from Sanmar. So now that I'm ready to purchase, I'll click on this option here to create the order. I'll select my bill to address and ship to address, and then I'll click submit. At this point, the only thing I've done is generated the purchase order. I still have to either place the order online, call in the order, email the order, or if I have the live integration set up, I can click the send button and send the purchase order directly to Sanmar. If I want to send an email link for smaller vendors, I can click on this option and it'll send an email to the vendor that I've chosen with a link to my order. If I place the order online or call in the order, I can mark it as sent. I'm going to go ahead and select the option Send PO to Sanmar. In this case, it'll have my attention name, it'll show my email address, and then I can pick my ship method with Sanmar. And I'm just going to leave it on UPS, which is their ground option. I also have the option to short ship or split ship. So if I'm okay with either of those, I can select them and then hit send. At this point, I can see that my purchase order has been sent. I can now go online to my Sanmar account and see the order history to show that this order was sent. I can then enter in the confirmation number, and I can update any tracking reference. Now that I've updated the confirmation number and the tracking information, I want to double check on the expected date. This is the date that Sanmar has promised that I receive the items. So I'm going to click on the date calendar, and if I'm a 2-day ship or a 1-day ship from Sanmar, I'll need to go back to July. Today's the 24th, and I can either set it for the 25th or the 26th. I'm a 1-day ship, so I'll click on the 25th. Automatically, Teesom saves the purchase order. Now that we've completed the purchasing for our Global Tech order, let's have a look at the job board. I'm going to click on the Teesom icon, which takes us immediately back to the job board. I can also get the job board by the shortcut icon, and I can get the task board, the calendar view, and also create a new order from the shortcut option. Let's look at our Global Tech order, and you can see that I'm green for go on the art, I'm green for go on the goods ordered, and now I just need to receive the goods in. If I click on this little blue circle here on the goods in, it will take me to the purchase order, and I can open the purchase order there to receive the goods in. I also like going to the task board to receive the goods in. So again, on the goods tab, I can click on goods that need to come in. You'll find the Global Tech order PO down here at the bottom, and we can click the action button and receive the goods in from the PO view. If I click on the options button, I'll click on receive goods. Teesom automatically wants to receive all the goods. So if I expand the view, it's automatically wanting to receive the 12 pieces. It's wanting to receive the 24 pieces, 24 pieces here, 12 pieces here. If I was short shipped for any reason, perhaps on the extra large sizes, I would then just change this number to 11 and hit the submit button, and I do have the option to cancel the balance at this point and then order the product from another vendor. However, in this case, the K500 is only offered from Sanmar, so I really don't have an option but to wait for them to get me that item. So if it was just by accident, I would contact Sanmar and then come back in the next day after they've overnighted the missing piece to me. I'm going to go ahead and receive everything in and hit submit. Now you can see that the receive date, yes, we were supposed to receive it tomorrow, but we kind of fast forwarded it. And we do have the option to put in a pack slip number. And again, if I hit the expand option, I can see and even change the option of what I received in. Now let's go back to the job board view and see our 3 green circles that are good for go. Let's click on the Teesom logo to head back to the job board, and you can see our Global Tech order is now all green and good to go. One last thing we want to check on is the production date. This was in fact the due date when we first created the order. We could at any time have changed the production date. To do that, we would click on the order, and we would then go into the dates. So click on the drop down here on the information drop down, click on dates, and we could have changed the production date at any time. The one last feature I want to show you is the calendar view. I'm going to click on my shortcut option, and I'm going to click on the calendar view. Our Global Tech job was set to run in August on the 2nd. So I'm going to change the month to August by clicking on the arrow key. And we can see on August 2nd, there's our Global Tech order. I want to actually move it to produce the job sooner because I've got the green good to go. So just temporarily, I'm going to put it on the 30th just to get me back into July. And then as you can see, hey, if today's the 24th, I can run it today, or I can perhaps run it tomorrow or on Thursday or on Friday, whichever I choose. It's good to go, so I can pick the soonest possible day to run it. Maybe I'm still working on jobs for today, so I want to run it tomorrow, where I only have one other job that I have to run. And that's how the calendar view can tell you what jobs you need to run. They will always, if you hover over the job, tell you what the status of the job. In this case, the job I'm hovering over right now says the goods are not in, but the art is approved. If I hover over this job, it says the goods and art are not ready. So these jobs I may want to push out, but I don't want to push it out too far to get this sign, which means the production date is past the due date. So again, my whole goal is to go green for go so I can move the job up and run it sooner. The final feature of the calendar view that I'd like to share with you is that you have the ability at any time to double click on an order that's on your calendar view. If you want to see this particular logo and what shirts are getting embellished, you just simply click on the logo and it'll highlight the quantity of shirts that are being embellished. At any time you can go in and look at the art. Again, you can click on the art design number and it'll pull up additional information. Or you can click on the goods ordered to view the purchase order, or the goods in to review the GRV, or the goods received voucher. You also have action items that you can select while you're in this view. Thank you for watching Demo 3. To learn more about shipping and completing an order and the after-sales follow-up of an order, please move on to Demo 4.